December 22nd, somewhere over the Atlantic, 3 p.m. "Honey, you have to calm down," Peter said softly. "You're driving yourself crazy with worry over nothing." "It's killing me, Peter." Kate was racked with anxiety. She never felt this way before. All around her seat were little pieces of napkins she'd nervously torn up. "But we've been over and over it," Peter said. "Everything's fine. We're here. The kids are here." Kate's eyes went wide. She jumped up and dashed through the curtain into the coach section. "Kate, wait!" Peter called her. "What's wrong?" Kate stared at the rows of passengers. The plane was full, and most of them were reading or sleeping, but a few stared back at her. Kate searched for a familiar face and saw Megan. "Megan, where's Kevin?" "I think he's sitting over there," said Megan. "No, maybe he's behind me." Kate moved down the aisle, staring at the faces. Fuller? Sandra? Jeff? But no Kevin. "Heather!" Startled, Heather looked up from a magazine. "Yes." "Where's Kevin?" Kate gasped. Heather looked around. "I don't know." In no time, Kate had worked her way back to the smoking section. Kevin wouldn't be back here, would he? She didn't see him anywhere. Kate reached the back of the plane. All the bathrooms said unoccupied, but she checked them anyway. They were empty. "Oh no! Oh no!" she gasped. "Oh no!" A stewardess in the rear galley scowled at her. "Can I help you?" she asked. Suddenly the words burst out of Kate's mouth. "Stop the plane!" Now she realizes. December 22nd, Oak Park, 4:30. 12 dead sports figurines lay in a laundry basket in the basement. Kevin was in the family room watching the tape Uncle Frank wouldn't let him watch last night. A half-gallon container of chocolate fudge swirl was sitting on the coffee table, the ice cream inside slowly melting. Kevin dipped his spoon into it. He liked his ice cream soft. On the TV, a big gangster with scars on his face was standing in an apartment, talking through the door. "Who is it?" the gangster asked. "It's me, Snakes," someone answered. "I got the stuff." "Leave it on the doorstep and get out of here," the gangster snapped. "All right, Johnny. But what about my money?" the guy on the other side of the door asked. "What money?" the gangster snarled. "AC said you'd have some dough for me." "Is that a fact?" asked the gangster, picking up a machine gun. "How much do I owe you?" Kevin hit the hold button on the remote and had another spoonful of ice cream. This movie wasn't so scary. Uncle Frank was just dumb. "Hey, Uncle Frank!" Kevin shouted happily. "Hey, the rest of you guys! I'm watching rubbish and eating junk. You better stop me." "Nah." Kevin hit the play button. The gangster opened the door, and a thin, baby-faced guy stepped nervously into the apartment. The gangster leaned close to the thin guy. "I'll tell you what I'm gonna give you, Snakes," the gangster sneered. "I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good face off my property before I pump you full of lead. All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going." The thin guy gasped, backing away. 1, 2, 10, the gangster snarled. The next thing Kevin knew, the gangster started firing. Kevin's jaw dropped. "That's not fair!" Kevin shouted at the TV. "He didn't count right!" On the TV, the gangster stopped shooting. "Keep the change, you filthy animal," he muttered. Kevin grabbed the remote. He'd seen enough movies to know what was going to happen next. They were going to show the thin guy's bullet-riddled body. He hit the stop button just in time. Then he stood in the middle of the family room, trembling. He looked out the window. It had been gray outside all day, but now it was starting to get dark. All of a sudden, he felt very scared and very alone. Harry and Marv had just finished looting the house next to the McAllisters. Now they sat in their van surveying the street. Harry glanced at his wristwatch. "Check this out," he said. "All these houses have automatic timers to turn on the lights at night, even if no one's home. It's time for the Murphys' house to light up." Across the street, the lights in the Murphys' house went on. "Now, doesn't that make you think the Murphys are home?" Marv laughed. "Here come the McAllisters," Harry said. Across the street, a few lights went on in Kevin's house. "Looks like Mr. McAllister's trying to save on his electric bill," Marv said. "Don't kid yourself," Harry said. "That's the one," That's the one, Marv. That's the silver tuna. Oh, yeah? It's loaded, Harry said. Top flight goods, antiques, collectibles, objects, d'art, VCRs, stereos, TVs. I say we're looking at jewelry, a nice stash of cash, maybe a couple of marketable securities. It's a gem, Marv. Then let's rob it, Marv said eagerly. Nah, we gotta unload all this stuff we took from the other houses first, Harry said. We'll come back and hit it later. December 22nd, somewhere over the Atlantic, 5:30 p.m. Kate was trying to breathe steadily and not go completely berserk. The co-pilot of the plane, a young man who looked barely old enough to shave, was talking to her. I'm sorry, Mrs. McAllister, he said, but we never turn a plane around, not even for first-class passengers. Besides, we're closer to Paris now than Chicago. But my helpless 7-year-old baby isn't in Paris, Kevin snapped angrily. He's all by himself back in Chicago. The co-pilot said he was sorry again and returned to the cockpit. Kate slunk back in her seat and pressed her fingers over her eyes. I don't understand it, said Heather. She and Buzz had come up from the coach seats to find out what was going on. I know I counted 11 kids. Listen, everyone, Peter said soothingly. Kevin's an intelligent boy. He won't do anything stupid. He can't even make a sandwich, Kate cried. I read that people can live on water for weeks, said Buzz, trying to be helpful. Go away, Kate screamed at him. The other first-class passenger stared at her, but Kate didn't care. Aunt Leslie put her hand on Kate's shoulder. We'll call as soon as we land, she squeaked. I'm sure everything's okay. Meanwhile, Uncle Frank took Peter aside. Listen, Frank said, if it'll make you feel any better, I forgot my reading glasses. Really, Frank? Really? Peter stared back at Frank. I can't believe this idiot is my brother, he thought. I agree with you there, Peter. And after hearing all that, I think I'm going to stop here for now, and I hope everybody will join me for the next one.